Why does your why matter? Why does knowing why you do what you do, or why does starting with why matter to you in your creative services industry or your creative services business? Welcome to Coaching for Creatives. My name is McKay. I'm the founder of Business of Creativity. Today, I am here to talk to you about why your why. You've probably seen one of those Simon Sinek memes that's going around that says start with why, or maybe you've heard somebody say you really need to know why or what your why is. I'm here to talk about what's the deal with that? Why does it matter? And what is it in the first place? I'm probably not the best expert to tell you what is your why. There's lots of resources and things out there if you want to go deep and you want to do some work on discovering yours. Simon Sinek really is the founder and leader in the Know Your Why movement. That's where I would start for more information about how to get into yours. However, a lot of the work that we do in Business of Creativity is about uncovering why things matter to you in your business. When we're talking about know your why or start with why, we're really talking about getting to know what matters to you as the creative, as the freelancer. What really matters to you? What do you care about? Why are you doing this as a business in the first place? You might think, I love creativity, or I just love photography, or I love making videos, or I just really love my creative expression. All of those things are awesome. And definitely for us as creative freelancers, that's generally where we start with a passion. We start with really loving the act of performing our services. We start with really being connected to the process of creating, a photograph, the process of creating a video, the process of creating a logo or writing some copy. This is what we love to do. We love expressing our talents using those kinds of skills. For many of us, that's where our exploration stops. We haven't really given ourselves the opportunity to look even deeper and figure out why we want to do that. That's not what we're going to talk about today. As I said, you can go and look at lots of resources or come back for another episode of Coaching for Creatives to dive into how do you figure out what your why is, or how do you discover why things matter to you. Today, we're talking about why does knowing your why even matter at all? Why bother doing the work? Let's look at what's possible for you in your business when you know your why. This is really great because when you are able to clearly articulate what motivates you and what matters to you, you're able to get much more clear in your marketing. You're able to attract clients who care about the same things that you do. When you attract clients that care about the same things that you do, selling to them is super easy and way more straightforward. So essentially, knowing your why can help you in your market, in your sales, in having confidence in talking about your value and confidence in talking about who you are. And really, most importantly, your why, you and your why is the thing that makes you different from everyone else. Your processes might be duplicatable, or somebody could do the same thing or take the same photograph, but the energy behind it, the creative expression, the thing that drives you is totally unique for you. And it's a large part of the value that you bring. People don't necessarily hire creatives just for the deliverables. They're not laying out the cash for JPEGs and MP4 files and EPS files and 900 words. That's not really what they're paying for. That's the expectation. But what they're really paying for is the connection, about feeling heard, about affinity, about resonating with why things matter to you are usually the same things that matter to them, the same things that they care about. So knowing your why can help you powerfully connect to really awesome clients who get you and who want you to do the kind of work that you love to do. Knowing your why can lead to a whole bunch more fulfillment in your business. So two things already. You can be way more clear in your marketing, you can understand and articulate your value, and it can help you attract better clients so that you can have more fulfillment. The big thing that I'm noticing about knowing my why these days is it's getting me out of bed in a heat wave. It's keeping me moving forward with momentum and consistency, even when all I want to do is just sit in front of the fan with an icy cold slushy drink. I'm still here. I'm showing up for my weekly live Facebook broadcast. I'm being consistent. I'm being committed. And the thing that keeps me going when I lack that sort of internal spark or motivation, or things get hard, or circumstance start to suck quite a lot, how do I keep going? I reconnect to, why am I doing this in the first place? Yeah, I'd much rather go do something else. So why is it important that I come here and spend my time with you guys? It's important because that's the basis of my business. Because I know why I created this business. I know what motivates me to want to build this business in the first place. My lifestyle dreams, my desire to serve and impact others, and my intention to contribute to the growth and success of our planet and our race on this planet. So I've really connected a lot of the day-to-day activities that I have to perform anyways. I've connected those back to my why. And it makes it easier for me. It makes it more joyful. It makes it more fulfilling. It makes it more likely that I am going to take consistent action towards my goals when I understand why taking those actions matters. Big picture, not just in, you got to do your bookkeeping so that you can reconcile your bank account. Woot! That kind of why it matters doesn't really motivate us. But when you say you've got to reconcile your bank account so that you can get present to your success in your business, so that you can make positive choices about how you're going to move forward, so that you can live your dream, whatever that looks like to you, of making a living and having a life doing work that you love. I encourage you to just sit for a moment and look to see if you think that really powerfully connecting to why your creative freelance business matters to you, why the kind of services that you like to provide matters to you, why you really care about the particular clients that you serve in your ideal market. Why do those people matter to you? When you can answer those questions, I wonder if you can see that those answers would be the strongest foundation for being able to have confidence in your marketing and in your value and in your message, to help you attract those amazing clients that resonate with what you do and what you love to do, and give you that little spark of motivation, that extra push to keep you going and keep you motivated when maybe you don't feel like it. Those are all the reasons, but there's probably even more, but those are several reasons why I believe your why matters. I'd love to hear from you. Have you figured out your why? What was that process like for you? What's been different for you now that you know your why? Do you even know what I'm talking about? Do you still have questions? Gang, I love interacting with you, and your questions and comments make these coaching for creative sessions so much more valuable, because I'm better able to answer the questions that you actually have. So lay them on me, post them in the comments. I promise to get back and answer them, each and every one of them. And I will see you here next week live for Coaching for Creatives. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Aura McKay.